The world knew Chester Bennington as a voice that screamed pain, whispered regret, and carried emotions people rarely say out loud. When people listened to Linkin Park, they didn't just hear music, they felt understood. Chester didn't sing to impress, he sang to survive, and that is why millions connected to him. Off stage, Chester was gentle, quiet, thoughtful. He wasn't chasing attention or admiration. He wanted balance. But some minds don't find balance easily. Those who knew him described him as deeply empathetic, someone who absorbed emotions around him. That sensitivity became both his gift and his weight. Chester's childhood carried pain. At a very young age, he experienced trauma, experiences that shaped how his mind processed fear, shame, and self-worth. As he grew older, those experiences didn't disappear. They settled quietly in the background. The mind remembers what the body tries to forget. Linkin Park became one of the biggest bands in the world. Awards, crowds, global recognition. From the outside, everything looked complete. But success doesn't silence the mind. Sometimes it amplifies it. Chester once said that fame didn't heal him, it only made the quiet moments louder. Chester didn't live with a broken mind, he lived with a heavy one. A mind that replayed thoughts, a mind that questioned worth, a mind that searched constantly for relief. He spoke openly about feeling exhausted, not physically, but mentally. Many people recognize this feeling. You can function, you can succeed, and still feel overwhelmed inside. Chester's lyrics weren't abstract poetry. They were lived experiences. People didn't just listen to his songs, they used them to cope, to release, to feel less alone. His voice became a place where others could leave their pain. In 2017, Chester lost his close friend Chris Cornell. This loss affected him deeply. Grief added weight to a mind that was already struggling. He continued working, continued creating, continued showing up. But inside, he was emotionally exhausted. This is something many people misunderstand. A person can keep moving forward while slowly losing balance. On July 20th, 2017, the world received shocking news. Chester Bennington had passed away. The date carried painful symbolism. It was Chris Cornell's birthday. For many, it felt like a tragic coincidence. For Chester, it was deeply personal. This wasn't about one bad day. It was the result of a long mental struggle. Years of carrying unresolved pain. Years of trying to stay strong for others. Years of fighting thoughts that never rested. Sometimes the mind doesn't break loudly. Sometimes it gets tired. Fans around the world ask the same question. How could someone who helped so many not save himself? But helping others doesn't automatically heal your own mind. Love from the outside doesn't always reach the inside. Chester didn't leave behind silence. He left behind honesty. He showed that vulnerability is not weakness, that emotions deserve expression, that pain doesn't cancel value. His story isn't meant to glorify struggle. It's meant to remind us that the mind needs care, even when life looks successful. If Chester Bennington's life teaches us anything, it's this. You don't have to fail to be struggling. You don't have to be alone to feel lost. And you don't have to be silent to be strong. Sometimes the strongest voices are carrying the heaviest weight. And sometimes listening, truly listening, can change everything. For more stories about the human mind and real lives, you can subscribe and turn on notifications. Healthy minds, if this story touched something inside you, if you found a piece of yourself in what you heard, on this channel I will continue to explore the stories behind the smiles, the silent battles of the mind, and the unseen side of being human. For more videos like this, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. In the next story, we may listen to a different life. but we will still be facing ourselves. Healthy minds.